In a last-ditch effort to make something of herself, an anorexic woman sets out on foot on a cross-country pilgrimage. That's coming up in this week's book pre-review, the books I'm excited to read. Hi, Terri Gillespie here, and welcome to Book Pre-Review, the books I'm excited to read. And I'm really excited about this week's author and book because this is her debut novel, and it's called All That Fills Us, and it's by Autumn Lytle, or maybe Autumn Lytle, so forgive me if I've mispronounced it, Autumn. This book just released this month, and it can be ordered in hardback, paperback, audiobook, and ebook. And a special thanks to NetGalley and Revell for an advanced reader's copy so that I could give my honest review. Now, the genre for this book is general fiction, adult, women's fiction, and psychological fiction. And the author's website, so that you can learn a little bit more about Autumn, is autumnlytle.com. And that link has shown up. And if it's disappeared, then don't worry, because all of the links are down below in the description section. There are going to be some really good links, including how to purchase Autumn's book. So, and also on your way down, if you happen to notice that the subscribe button is red, I'd sure appreciate it if you click that link, that button, and turn it white, and then click that little bell next to it. You won't miss any of my episodes of book pre-review, book review, and my author highlights and giveaways, where I actually interview authors, best-selling and award-winning authors. And guess what? They're very generous people, and they give away stuff during the interview. So be sure and click those links so that you won't miss them. So this is a brief bio of Autumn. Autumn Lytle identifies with a strange group of humans who enjoy running long distances. Yes, that is a strange human, at least for me. And writing even longer books. No, that's, you and I are right there, Autumn. Along with being a forever recovering anorexic and exercise addict. She is weirdly good at checkers and a finder of four-leaf clovers. That's cool. She spends her days thinking up stories and trying to figure out this whole parenting thing with her son. She can often be found out exploring her hometown of Seattle, Washington, and with her family in tow. And we actually lived in Kent, Washington for a couple of years, and I'm not really an outdoorsy person, in case you couldn't tell. But I'll tell you what, in that region, you can be an outdoorsy person, whitewater rafting, whale watching. I actually took sled riding down Mount Rainier. So, yeah, Autumn, you and I should talk. So, anyway, now these are the publisher notes, and I'm really excited about this book after reading the publisher's notes. In a last-ditch effort to make something of herself, an anorexic woman sets out on foot in a cross-country pilgrimage. Mel Ellis knows that her eating disorder is ruining her life, but she can't bring herself to go to rehab so someone else can fix her own mess. Broken and empty in more ways than one, Mel makes one last-ditch effort to make hers a story worth telling. She will walk her own road to recovery along the lesser-known trails of the North American wilderness. Though she is physically and mentally unprepared to face these difficulties that lay ahead, she sets off on foot from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Oh my, I hope it was in the summer, and heads toward Mount Rainier National Park in Washington, which is a beautiful park. What a great place to land. During the long journey, she meets strangers with their own stories as well as ghosts from her past who can no longer be ignored. But though the land she travels threatens her success at every turn, it's her own dark thoughts that she'll have to overcome in order to find peace in life and body, in the body that she was given. Now, doesn't that sound good? And really, you don't have to be anorexic to look at, to read a book like this, because addictions affect us in so many different ways. And all of us know someone who has struggled with the disease of anorexia. So that's why I love fiction, because it can take us through a story of someone's journey through not really taking control, but just their journey to manage their disease. So, like I said, I'm so excited about reading this. Now, if you're just as excited as I am to read this book, you can order this book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, BookBub, ChristianBook.com, and your local retailers and bookstores. And if it's not on the shelf, what do? We ask politely for them to order it. And because you ask politely, you know, they're going to order it, of course. So my book reviews, which I will be posting a book review on this book, will be on applicable sites such as Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, BookBub, Goodreads, NetGalley, and ChristianBook.com. Did I forget anything? Hopefully not. And also down below in the description section are links to my website where, yes, you can see my books, and also, but there are recipes, there are discussion questions on the books, there are daily devotions, and a whole archive of over 600 Proverbs devotions. So there's a little bit of everything for my readers. And also, if you subscribe to my newsletter, you're going to learn more about my writing journey, and as well as the writing journeys of these amazing authors. Oh, also, I do keep in touch with my readers, and one of the ways I do that is through my newsletter, but also through social media, especially Facebook. And all those icons are there, and all the links to those icons are down in the description section. So that's it for this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week for the next book pre-review, the books I'm excited to read. In the meantime, God bless and keep reading.